Welcome to The Conscious Conscience, the show where we unpack conspiracies, debunk nonsense, and still manage to find the fun in it all. I'm your host, Delilah, and no, I don't know what they're doing in New York City, but today in Atlanta, we're diving into one of the most infamous buzzwords in conspiracy culture, the Illuminati. You've heard about them in music videos, on late night YouTube rabbit holes, and even in that one conversation your uncle insists on having every Thanksgiving. But who or what are the Illuminati? First things first, the Illuminati did exist. Shocking, right? I mean, not really. Most of this stuff has some history, rooted in fact, or it wouldn't be captivating and easy to believe. So let's talk about the Illuminati. They weren't just the stuff of triangle emojis and eye pyramid tattoos. Back in 1776, a guy named Johann Adam Weishaupt founded the Bavarian Illuminati in Germany. His goal? To promote Enlightenment ideals like reason, science, and separation of church and state. Doesn't really sound that bad. Essentially, they were the nerdy revolutionaries of their time, like if Reddit mods existed in powdered wigs. But here's the kicker. They were a real group for about a decade before they fizzled out. Why? Because the government got freaked out and banned secret societies, which I mean, fair enough. Turns out calling yourself a secret society isn't the best PR move when monarchs are paranoid about losing power. So, historically speaking, the Illuminati was a functioning organization that ended in the late 1700s. Yep, they're more of a one-hit wonder than a centuries-long shadow government. But now that sounds kind of boring. So you're probably wondering, how did the Illuminati become a modern obsession then? Well, let's fast forward to the 20th century when the Illuminati suddenly made a big comeback, but not as a real group. Instead, they became the big bad boogeyman of conspiracy theories. And a lot of this was thanks to, get this, satire. In the 1960s, authors Robert Anton Wilson and Robert Shea wrote a trilogy of books called The Illuminatus. Ironically, it was meant to poke fun at conspiracy culture by mixing fiction with absurd theories. But you know what happened? People took it seriously. Yep, they took it seriously and they ran with it. Imagine writing a parody and having people believe it's gospel. It's like writing a fan fiction about yourself and your favorite band and having the internet turn it into evidence of a secret love affair. Kind of sounds a tad bit ridiculous when you really zoom out and look at the big picture, but it is often mystifying and a justifiable place for misplaced anger when you're watching YouTube or reading Reddit posts in the middle of the night. Oh, and let's not forget about pop culture. Every time Jay-Z throws up a triangle or Beyoncé stands in front of an eye-shaped backdrop, someone inevitably shouts, "Illuminati confirmed." But newsflash, guys, it's called marketing. Symbolism sells. Oh boy, does it sell. And these artists are smart enough to use it to their advantage. No secret cabals required. This ends up being an intensified narrative because they often lean directly into it, knowing shock sells, and these people are wealthy. So, why do people believe in the Illuminati today if we can recognize that it's great PR and marketing? Let's be real. Part of the reason the Illuminati idea sticks is because it feeds into a need for explanation. The world is chaotic. There are wars, wealth gaps, corruption. It's tempting to think there must be someone behind the curtain pulling the strings. It's far easier to blame an all-powerful secret group than confront the complexities of our politics, economics, and human behavior. But here's the thing. Believing in the Illuminati doesn't make the world less chaotic. In fact, it can distract us from real issues, like the very real ways power and money shape our society. It's not some secret triangle club in a mysterious castle. It's systems we can see, systems we can critique, and systems that we should be actively working to change. I'm going to put my foot down. Accusing people of being Illuminati members, especially celebrities and politicians, doesn't just sound silly, it can also be harmful. It feeds paranoia and often targets individuals unfairly while distracting us from the seriousness of actual crimes they may or may not have committed. It is, as you could say, memifying real issues. So maybe next time we see a pop star doing something cool or artistic, we can appreciate their talent without assuming they're running a shadow government, yeah? Maybe appreciate their marketing team strategy a little bit. All right, but for real, what's the takeaway here? We know that the Illuminati was a real group, but they're long gone. And we know the modern version is more of a cultural meme, thanks to the 1960s satire, than an actual global puppet master. So instead of searching for triangles in music videos, maybe we can focus on the real sources of power and how they affect our lives. And hey, if you really need a secret society fix, start one with your friends. But keep it wholesome. Maybe a secret book club. Call it something like the League of Late Night Readers, but invite me. That sounds way more fun than pretending to rule the world from a shadowy corner, I think. Thanks for joining me today. On our next episode, we will be tearing apart the Illuminati from the history to the current internet sensation and really looking at the meme culture that keeps it running in a world of people driven by fear. Until then, stay curious, stay critical, and don't trust everything you see on the internet, except, of course, this podcast. Hope to see you next time.